back to another Boom Beach video. This is gonna be the last video of Boom Beach Warships Season 40. So this is gonna be our final attacks in Season 40. Here we have a few engine rooms that we can collect. I think by collecting this one we might actually try to unlock Barrage and upgrade that as much as possible to try and give us a bit of advantage. Perhaps we can barrage out an engine room. It might help us. And we're gonna try to at least reach rank diamond tier rank 21. Finishing higher ranks obviously allows us to start at higher ranks next season. So that's why we want to push as much as possible while we still can. Now in this attack, I think I might put 2 heavy choppers, 2 bombardiers there, and then allow them to go reach somewhere around here. And then I'm going to drop my last 2 heavy chopper, 2 bombardier on the far right hand side. We'll also delay drop Kavan. We noticed that a lot of his boom cannons and regular cannons are also relatively at the back, so that might help us out because it will allow the heavy choppers to release heavies as they're walking up to the center of the base. Let's see. So as soon as they reach somewhere around here, we're gonna start releasing the last boats of our troops. So we'll just do a shock there. One of our heavy choppers has already gone down. We'll release Kavan now. Might as well. And we'll also release our last boats right now. Seems a good time. So he does have a sky shield and there's a Simo over there. So we might either want to BART out the artillery, BART out the sky shield, or I'll save it for shocking the Simo and the shock launcher in combination. So Kavan is also dead. That's not a well. That is actually a problem because we only have two bombardiers now on the left hand side. Let's see. Okay, so we're not doing too much for damage. We have to keep these final troops alive as much as we can. So the right hand side is going fine. It's just this left hand side. We're not doing very much for damage. We've only got 2 left, so we gotta try and do shocks. Prevent that boom cannon and the rock launcher from targeting the bombardiers. And let's do a flare, and I think we've already lost anyway, so that's unfortunate. We might switch, so did we not flare at the, oh, we didn't flare at the engine room. We flared at the floor beside the engine room. So we might switch out a boat of heavy chopper for bombardier, you know, just to bring as much damage as possible. Yeah, 1 minute 20, not gonna cut it. Especially for the final attacks of the season. So he got 2 minutes 19. Yeah, you typically want to be 2 minutes. Okay, and we're just about hanging in there in rank 20. So come on, let's try and get ourselves together. Okay, so this one, I think I might do what I said there and switch one boat for an extra boat of bombardiers. But we'll have to be careful because there's a lot of boom cannons right here. I'm seeing tons of boom cannons right there. And also the Simo. And then we also have to remember that the grappler will be grappling our troops. So what we could do is actually bring in change Kavan for Sparky. That could be an option. Let's see. So we'll drop them on the left hand side instead because there's just so much damage on the right hand side. So we'll just drop 2, and then we'll drop 4, just to provide all that damage. We typically don't want to use shock launchers until the very end, but sometimes we have to. We have to use shock launchers at the landing to save our heavy choppers from being targeted. So we'll release Kavan and activate his second wind because we've seen some bombardiers die. So we've released our final troops pretty early, just to go and target that right hand side. Hopefully they can veer off at the right time. Kavan activated second wind. We want to be careful that he doesn't walk over a boom mine or anything. Let's keep this Simo and shock launcher shocked. Hopefully we're going to get a split over here because we are pretty much at the center as well. So once this building goes down, some of these troops should go on the right hand side. Okay, nice. So now we don't have to worry about anything pretty much. Just a shock blaster, not gonna be too much of a problem. We've got tons of bombardiers and heavies as well. So we should be able to flare once this left hand engine room goes down. And we should get a pretty nice time as well. Or perhaps not, because our engine rooms just went down. Okay guys, apologies for the quick pause there. So we'll just take a look at our replay again. Just to see the last few minutes there, to be honest, because there isn't much to do. So just a quick recap. Our bombardiers were over here. We targeted the buildings, flared. Typically, when you have only 2 engine rooms left, you typically want to flare as much as you can. Just avoid all the rest of the buildings if you can, and just go flares, because you're just wasting time then destroying the final buildings. So over here, start flaring. Put out the barrage as well, trying to help out a little bit, and it won. So let's check out the opponent's replay, 1 minute 34. Let's see what troop combination he used. So is he doing a heavy flaring strategy? And he's got Sparky as well. So he delayed dropped the bombardiers. He was waiting to build up a line of heavies before he deploys the bombardiers. So he's using shocks on the shock launchers, also getting a couple of rocket launchers there beside it. With that shock, he's trying to BART out that far left engine room. Let's see if he throws down some critters, because there's enough buildings there to cover it in case there's critters. The shock launcher coming into play, nice work. I think it's targeting the heavy chopper, perhaps not. Well, we'll just put in 2x speed. So his Sparky was up there at the far right hand side, deploying critters to take out the engine room, while the rest of his main troop was exposed down here. The heavy choppers, they lasted a long time. But oh, perhaps it's this place. Okay, so he didn't finish off that engine room there. He might have to flare to it, and that might take him another 15 seconds or so. So yeah, let's see. Does the barrage? Yeah, the barrage. Okay, the barrage finished it out. Okay, let's collect our engine. Let's take a look at how the previous opponent defeated us so quickly. So 2 minutes 19, so almost 20 seconds. Let's just take a look at what troop combination. Maybe rocket choppers or something, or just flaring from engine room. Yeah. So this is just flaring from engine room to engine room. Yeah, so not much thought or anything. It does work a lot of time. A lot of time in the later parts of the season when you do get rocket choppers, I mean heavy choppers, this is the strategy, just flare, flare, flare. And it's obviously not bad as well because the rocket heavy choppers aren't in a heavy damage area. They can just flare around, sustaining no damage. Um, you see, the only damage that comes is from, this area over here. And if you can avoid that, if you can go around it, then that's great. Okay, guys, a few more attacks. Can we reach the next rank, level 21, diamond? This base seems a lot similar to ours. It is front loaded. So let's see, we might do 4-4 here. And we might try and aim for a split. If we drop in the middle, hopefully our troops will veer off and we can get a nice split. So what we might actually do here is put in some smoke at the landing just to allow time for our heavy choppers to drop heavies, build up the front ranks. So will that work? We've got a few heavies there, just like 2 or 3 just to help out. We might drop Kavan if we need it, bring back some second wind, reinforce the front flanks. Okay, nice. And we have the final boat of heavy chopper bombardiers in case, all the troops go on the right hand side or all the troops go on the left hand side. So pretty good. We got a relatively nice split. Where's Kavan? I have no idea where Kavan is, but I'm going to activate second wind anyway. So the right hand side is exposed now, but thankfully they're going to take out the rocket launcher right there, so just in time. Let's heal up these bombardiers, doing some good work on that side. We might have to drop them over here. Right hand side. We have no bombardiers up there, which is where we need them. But we dropped our last boat over on the right hand side anyway, so they're gonna walk up there. Should be no problem. Okay, we're back in the attack. So this shock blaster is really annoying us there. Can we start flaring? We can start flaring as soon as the shock launcher goes down. No point in worrying about anything else. We might have already lost anyway, to be honest. So final. So 1 minute 30. Not very good, guys. Let's see. Let's see what the opponent did. So above 2. We definitely could have won that. I think above 2 minutes. Let's try and go back. So we're still above rank 20. We probably won't reach rank 21 at this rate with the attacks I'm doing. So we might have like 1 or 2 more attacks here and then we'll just log off. Okay, this one's... We might do 4-4. Really, so the issue with spreading out our troops is that we could win big or else we could lose big. That's an issue. So, oh, and we have a grappler to contend with as well. So if the spread is good, if we get a good spread, we might get a fast time. But if our troops start dying left, right, and center, that's a big issue. Their attack could be dead before it even starts. So I've saved Kavan. I haven't released him out yet. We'll see which side needs him most. and we'll drop him down there. So we'll just drop him over here where there aren't any boom mines that he can walk over. So we've got loads of bombardiers on our right hand side, not so much on the left hand side. Hopefully Kavan will go to that side, but it doesn't seem like it. So let's see, we're attacking on all fronts, guys. Let's try and not mess this up. See, no troops at the far left. Now Kavan's running to the left, so if he goes some more towards the left, we might activate second wind. Bring some bombardiers there as well. Reinforcements, basically. We'll just throw down our artillery and barrage at some of the furthest engine rooms. Try and help out our troops a little bit. And we're not able to flare or anything, but all these buildings should relatively go down at the same time. So can we do above 15? 2 minutes 50? Okay, nice. So 2 minutes 15 and the opponent's already retreated anyway. So here I'm guessing the shock blaster really helped us there. Let's collect our last chest. And we might just pick up not too much left that can really help us, to be honest. Perhaps brick, but I like to use Kavan for that second wind anyway. Perhaps Lasertron, but I think you can only fit one or two on the boat. So we'll just grab a few more. Let's see. So I think shocks might really help most. Just to slow down the opponent anyway. And we'll just put shocks. Let me see. Perhaps over here, because they typically walk down this way. So we want to try and put them in the path that they're going to walk anyway. I'm gonna put one right behind us, and we might actually, if they drop some critters or something, perhaps we'll be able to get lucky and activate a shock. So let's take a look at what the opponent did, and we might do one or two more battles, maybe one more battle. I know this video is already getting to 17 minutes. Let's see, so the opponent dropped all his heavies, and you can see that they're already almost half health, less than half health. This one's still surviving. This one's like less than half health as well. So if he had dropped smokes, allowed the smokes 15 seconds or so to drop down some heavies, I think he would have fared better in this attack. So there's one heavy down. There's another heavy down there. This heavy's down. And now the central heavy chopper is going to go down in just a few seconds as well, and then they're going to get picked off. So that's what I mean when you drop your troops, sort of you spread them out amongst the landing, and everything starts attacking you. So we can see that that's how he lost. He just got picked off after those heavies dropped. You know, he didn't have anything to shield his bombardiers. So we'll just do one more attack before we log off. It's almost getting to 20 minutes. So here we might bring 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I like to do a little bit of counting just to make sure. And then, you know, we might flare right in here and allow them to spread out from there. That might help us. So we'll just wait a second. Oh, we've got a shock blaster. So it's gonna be tough, but we might be able to pull it off. Let's drop our last boat of heavies. Heavy chopper and bombardier. We need to reinforce these. He just left all his mines up there in a cross shape or an X shape, which is not good because I can simply destroy a big chunk of them with just critters. So Kavan's gone down, but we shouldn't need him too much anyway. We're at the final stages anyway, so we just have to manage our troops. Stop the Simo from destroying our heavies and bombardiers. We've got two up there, but they're about to be targeted by the rocket launcher. Oh no, they just died. Okay. That right hand side is gone. This attack might have just turned for the worse, guys. No, we're just gonna do flares and we're just gonna flare from building to building. We might be able to throw a critters down there if we have some critters, but we don't. Um, we could have done above 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes 10 seconds. I think we could have, if I had saved that rocket launcher from destroying my bombardiers. Okay, I'm not sure if this loss is gonna take us out of rank 20 or not. Hopefully not. The attack started off so well, but we just couldn't save our troops on the right hand side. Let's see, 1 minute 23. Are we still in with a chance? It depends. 1 minute 23. Oh, he had a bad time as well. We could have done that. Okay. And so we started at rank 20, and I think it was 5 stars anyway. We left off. Yeah, we're right back to where we started anyway, rank 20 and about 5 stars. So not much. Okay, guys, I think this is gonna be it. Those are my last attacks. Not much really helped. Yeah, so that's it. That's my base, that's my attack. Let's see where I stand in my local leaderboard anyway. I know I'm not gonna be in the global one anyway. So let's see. Local leaderboard, 17. Depending on how some of these guys do in the next few hours. We'll see. Okay, guys. This is gonna be it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and do put in the comments down below what rank you finished off at, and what base layouts worked for you, what didn't work for you, and just overall what you thought was good and bad in the season. Right, see you guys next time. Bye.